Tonight for dinner, we're going to be making some Italian nachos. These, if you watched the vlog where we went to Ashley's place, she made us dinner. She made us these Italian nachos, and they were so good that we wanted to make them again for ourselves, and we wanted to do it for a video so that you could see them. The reason why they're Italian nachos is because why, Kevin? Tell us.
Because you're using Italian seasoning. You're using Italian sausage, but you're also using Italian-like ingredients.
So tell us what we're going to need.
So for the nachos themselves, like what you scoop up stuff with, you need lasagna noodles, a box of lasagna noodles. You need some kind of Italian seasoning. This is just, we actually stole this or borrowed this from Ashley. So we got that. Shredded Parmesan. If you want them more finely shredded, you can, but this is fine. And you need some salt. I like the kosher salt, but I'll maybe actually switch over to fine salt because I don't know if that'll stick really well. And then for the toppings, you can use the Parmesan. You need mozzarella cheese. Really, this is really up to you. You can put whatever you want to on it. We are going to use mozzarella cheese, tomato, these mini pepperonis, which will go perfect on top of that. We can just sprinkle them right on. Black olives. These are sliced black olives. Mild banana peppers with this is the juice. They're already sliced rings. The Italian sausage. This is just the brand we bought. And then we've got some Genoa salami that I'm going to actually cut up into smaller pieces. So I'm actually going to get we've got water on the stove getting ready to boil. Once it boils, we'll get our lasagna cooked. You want to cook your lasagna fully. It's no magic to it. Just boil it until it's soft. You want it a little al dente. You don't want it mushy. So because if you get it mushy, it won't cook right. You also need a pan that's got fairly good sized sides to it where you can deep fry it. Not for that, for actually frying the nachos afterwards. Yeah. You'll want something with pretty good sized sides because you're going to fill it up with oil and like fry the nachos. So anyway, we'll be back once we get everything ready. Alright, so while the lasagna noodles are boiling and getting ready, I'm gonna cut the salami. I'll probably cut it into fourths, maybe even, I don't know, just some smaller pieces in these big slices. I'm gonna get my Italian sausage cooked and browned and drained. You don't want the grease in there, you wanna drain them off. I'm gonna chop my tomatoes up and drain the olives. And I'll probably leave the banana peppers just to pull them out as they go because I like that little bit of a vinegary flavor when you pull them out. So that's what I'm gonna do while the noodles are boiling. Alright, so our sausage is browned and drained in this bowl. Tammy's drained everything else except the peppers because we don't want to waste them. Chopped the tomatoes, got everything else open. These are the noodles, they're cooked. So I'm just gonna cut them. I've just got these little toaster tongs, by the way. Thank you.
Thanks to Rachel. Yeah. Thank you, Rachel.
So basically, Ashley said she gets like 8. I tell you what,
I thought she said she got 5.
Did she say 5?
I thought she said 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said she got 5.
Well, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, because you don't want them small.
Yeah, but
yeah, 5 is perfect in that. Yeah.
And I'm just going to take these and pitch them in that bowl.
So each.
Okay, they're cooled off enough where I can grab them.
Each lasagna. Now Ashley had told me that she tried to. She said I stacked 3 at a time. She said, but I couldn't stack any more than 3 at a time and cut them. And Ashley actually used a pizza cutter. So if you don't have a really sharp knife, you can always use a pizza cutter. So Kevin's gonna try to stack them like Ashley.
Well, I'm going straight down.
Yeah.
So I could probably cut tons of them.
Yeah, you might be able to cut more than 3. She could safely do 3.
Well, with a pizza cutter, you're kind of pushing it. You know?
Right, exactly.
And these are very, very hot.
Oh yeah.
My oil, by the way, is heated up in my pan.
We have our oil on the stove.
That's the same pan I used to cook my sausage.
The sausage. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, Kevin, because it's smoking a little bit. We don't want it smoking. But Ashley said you do want the oil very, very hot when you put these in there. She said if they don't immediately start to sizzle when you put them in there, then you need to wait because your oil's not hot enough. That was her tip. So I'm going to let Kevin slice all these and we'll be back.
All right, my oil is literally on low, but basically you want to get your Parmesan and your Italian seasoning and some salt, and I'm going to switch over to regular salt. And you want to put these in there. Oh yeah. have you a paper towel and a baking sheet ready for when they come out. You want these almost black. Then you want them good and brown, really, really brown.
You don't want them to be stuck to each other, so you want to fry them one at a time, singly, and so this will be a long process. Yeah, Ashley said that she got hers golden brown, and she said that you would think they would be done at golden brown, but they're not, because they're
still chewy.
They're still chewy, yes. So you want them to get very, very dark. So if you have two people working on this, you can kind of get the noodles ready to grab over here and put them in the pan, and then when Kevin pulls them out, I am putting some salt on each one, and I'm putting some of the Italian seasoning, and then I'm adding a little bit of the cheese to each one, and then laying them over to the side. So these, we used 3/4 of the box. We did.
Probably more than that, actually.
Yeah, we used a lot. So what you want to do, Ashley, do you just literally lay these in the bottom? Ashley has come over for dinner, and so I'm making actually this pan for Ashley. So Ashley, do you just lay these in the bottom like this?
I just lay them in. I arrange them. I try to make it to where there's not any space.
Okay.
In between.
Am I doing it okay?
Yeah, you put a lot of parm on yours.
It's okay.
Well,
they taste
I would
really
do it
good
just
even by
like
themselves.
that.
just like that. Okay, and then you said you wanted some.
No, she don't want sausage. She
You
wants,
want
I want cheese and pepperoni
And
banana
salami.
peppers.
not salami.
pepperoni.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
Okay, and cheese
And banana peppers.
and banana peppers. So you could put onion, you could put green pepper, you could put anything, absolutely anything at all that you want on these, and make them your own. And so Ashley wants some banana peppers, and then Kevin and I, we made that sausage because we both loved when Ashley made them with sausage at her house, and we absolutely loved them. Ashley, how many banana peppers do you want?
Just cover them, put a bunch on there.
Yeah, we can put a lot, for sure. Okay, that'll be good.
And then we'll assemble the rest of them, but how long do you bake these for?
Yeah, how long do you
Just
bake
until
them?
the cheese is melted.
Okay, so we'll probably, once we get all of these assembled, we'll probably put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. I forgot to put banana peppers on mine. So, Kevin took it out of the oven. It's like, how did you forget? So I'm going to take a bite of his on camera for the review.
The only thing mine has that hers didn't was the pepperoni on it.
Was pepperoni, yeah, I just left off pepperoni, and his has more tomato. So I added banana peppers to mine, and we put it back in the oven, so they're just going to heat up a little bit. But this looks wonderful. Ashley's already given us the seal of approval. She said they were good.
Yeah. That's a big bite. I don't think I can eat all that.
We need a fork for sure, because I've got I got a naked one. I got one that was completely naked. I got mine off the bottom, that's why.
It's neat how crunchy the lasagna noodles get. It's amazing how crunchy they get. And the flavors, just really, really good.
Something that Ashley offered that we didn't is she had marinara.
Yeah, you could dip it in, but we didn't really eat a lot of it.
I ate some because it was there.
But it didn't need it.
But like if you got end pieces like this,
Yeah,
you
that's
could
good
dip
for
those
that.
in marinara. Or tell them how you can make this as an appetizer. Just not nacho.
Oh, you could just have the chips. Just not putting all the stuff on them. Just you might want to put some cheese, more like regular cheese on them or something.
Exactly.
But that's it. It would be fine just the way they are. Yeah.
You could make the lasagna noodles and just put the Italian seasoning, salt, and
A little
Parmesan cheese.
Maybe a touch of mozzarella if you really want.
I would get finely shredded Parmesan cheese, and that could be your appetizer right there, and you could have marinara offer marinara with it, and that could be it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even have to have all this other stuff.
Yeah. So it's not hard. It takes time to fry
It's very
the
time consuming,
but,
and that's it. Because they want to stick together, so you need to have a set of tongs or something.
Two sets, so you can grab it and pull it apart.
Yeah, because they do want to stick together in the pan.
Although I found that as long as you kept them you didn't lay them on top of each other, as they're floating around in the pan, they'll stick. If you just let them get a little brown, you can kind of pull them apart and they don't stick anymore. So, but they're like super glue right at first. I mean, it's like you touch them with something, they go, it sticks to it.
Right. So if you've ever tried making these, let us know. Let us know what you put on yours, how you do it. Do you always use lasagna noodles? Do you use a different kind of noodle to deep fry them? This was our first experience at Ashley's place, having deep fried lasagna noodles basically. So I just love them and I think they're delicious. These do keep, the chips will keep very, very well in a Ziploc baggie. So as long as they're completely cooled off before you put them in the Ziploc baggie, how long do you think you can keep them actually? Like a week or so? But they're still really good, so if you don't finish your nachos that night, you can make another set tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.